In this video, I want to show you how you can take a webinar registration and make it so that more people attend. And then in another video, we'll show you how to actually help more people to buy. So what we're going to do is we have a registration form we've prepared that they can enter in their name, email, and phone number. And we have a checkbox there to say, would you like us to remind you about the webinar via text message? That way we can get their permission. All right, so we've got that. And then we have the text to register option, which means that we give people a keyword and a phone number and they can text in the keyword, and then they'll be asked for their name and their email address and then told that they'll be sent a registration link. So we'll go ahead and assume that we got all that taken care of. We're using the Zoom bot with FixYourFunnel in order to register them with Zoom. And then a tag is being applied as soon as that registration is complete. And then it takes them to the prepare for webinar sequence. So in the prepare for webinar sequence, obviously the first thing we probably want to do here is send an email confirming. So this is our confirmation email confirming that they're registering, or that they have registered and that they're going to be attending. And then we're going to put probably a field timer, and that field timer is going to say our webinar date and time. So at the next occurrence, I want to do 1 hour before, and at that time I'm going to send them a text message to remind them to attend their webinar. Okay, so of course the day before you can send an email. That's about as useful as the email is going to be as the day before. But if we really want them to remember the webinar sometime before, it could be an hour, it could be 30 minutes before, but sometime before we're going to send a reminder text. So we're going to create that reminder text. We're going to go into Campaign Builder Messaging here in FixYourFunnel. We're going to click on Create a Message, and we're going to say Webinar Reminder. And we're going to merge in a few things. So what I've done here is I've created a text message that says the webinar starts shortly, here's your link, and then the join webinar URL. Now, if I really want this to pop and really show up, I'm going to also add some media. So I'm going to upload an image. Okay, and I'm going to select that image. When it's green, that means it's highlighted, and we'll see it down here. This image for me is going to be maybe what my webinar is about, which is the messaging connection book that I just recently released. So when I do that, what happens is that expands the number of characters I can have here from 160 to 1,600. So that way I have no problem with the length of this link. I can then put in, if I want here, again, my name. I can maybe put in a few bullet points. So all of my bullet points would be in here, like today you'll learn how to build instant report, new prospects, what never to do in a text message, and how to get your contact information in your contacts phone. And I've got my little introduction there. So I can go a little bit longer because I've attached this media to the text message. All right, so I can do up to 10 images. I wouldn't probably ever do more than 1 or 2. And I can do up to 5 megabytes. But in this case, I'm way under that, so I'm great. So I'm going to create the message. And if you're watching the other videos, you know the drill here. I'm going to copy that, paste it. I noticed there was about 3 there, so I'm going to copy this one. What's really great is FixYourFunnel. When you click in there, it automatically selects it. You just have to copy it. And I'm using the shortcuts on my keyboard because for me is a little bit faster. And boom, I'm ready to go. I've got my text message ready. And there it is right in the campaign. And now what will happen is a little bit before that webinar, we're going to send out that text message that's going to remind them to show up. And the next video, I'll show you how we can take the attended tag that can happen from the Zoom bot and then use that to then move people to the should have bots. And we'll talk about how to use a conversation starter there, similar to we did in another video, in order to help people who attended a webinar but didn't buy in the acceptable time period to be invited to buy. And we've seen this double people's purchases. So check out that video. Again, if you ever need any help, just click on this little green circle on the bottom and we'll be happy to chat with you and help you find answers to any questions you may have.